there's no need for an alarm clock. When the bodycam squad do a morning drugs raid. And a 999 call about knives and knuckle dusters means the cops can't take any risks.
Please stop shooting the taser! Stop!
Seasoned bodycam cop Keith Parks knows every inch of his 30-square-mile Broxtowe pouch. An advantage when it comes to outwitting drivers who don't want to stop for the police.
When people do fail to stop for the police, you kind of wonder what's going through their head. We've got a vehicle failing to stop. It's currently on Angle side, speed 50. A lot of times they're failing to stop because of minor offences, which when they do fail to stop become bigger offences. Sometimes I just don't understand why. Just pull over.
Here we go.
When you're in that moment, you're kind of just focused on getting that person in that vehicle.
I'm going to take a seat in the back of our car, mate. What are you driving like that for? Like what? What do you mean, like what?
It's 2 a.m. and all was quiet Oxtowe front. The car up ahead catches Keith's attention when it nearly clips a parked car's wing mirror.
So I'll go with that then.
Keith plays catch-up to take a closer look.
Got front tyre as well. The car was just in front of us, but I noticed that it had a very deflated tyre. I thought, well, why is he driving like that, you know? Does he realise it's deflated? So it was a case of, yeah, I'll put my lights on and have a chat to the driver.
The blue flashing lights and police siren seem to have gone unnoticed. So Keith radios the control room.
At the moment, it's failing to stop at 45 mile an hour. It's got like a flat tyre.
Branching off the main road with one flat tyre, it's a rather sluggish pursuit. But the driver seems keen to lose Keith.
He's turning around, he's going back up Woollerton Vale. Still fair to stop. There's no risk, there's no other road users. Speed is 35. When this vehicle started, failing to stop, it came back because I think the vehicle was insured to somebody, it had a registered owner and everything just seemed legitimate. So that makes you think then, is it because they're drunk? Have they got drugs on board? Have they just committed something? You kind of just never know until you stop the vehicle and stop the driver and say, what are you doing?
In a bid to give cops the slip, the driver puts his foot down.
It's upping the speed to 70, headed towards Bloom Woods.
Now the dodgy driver's burning rubber. Literally. A tyre flies off. This dangerous driver is now pushing 70 miles an hour with one wheel running on rims. Carelessly speeding through red lights.
Speed is 90, we've got a red ATS at the roundabout, junction of that Toby car route. Slow right down.
The dicey driver recklessly cuts in front of a taxi.
It's gone left, Woollerton Vale, with 50 Woollerton Vale, still fair to stop.
Now he's endangering innocent members of the public. He needs to be stopped fast. A few miles away, another officer is moving into position, ready to unleash the stinger. A strip of metal spikes, which, when rolled into the road, will instantly puncture a car's tyres. And firearms cops join the pursuit, capturing the chase on their dash camera.
We've been taken over by the ARBs now, as soon as the train.
Up ahead, cops with the stinger are lying in wait. The fleeing car drives over the stinger, piercing another tyre. A perfect manoeuvre, forcing the pursuing armed response vehicle to dodge around the stinger. Now the car is swerving all over the road.
I was still travelling at such a high speed.
The cops need to keep on the car's tail and be ready to catch the driver. With only 2 tyres left, the driver loses grip of the tarmac and ploughs into a roundabout.
Straight into side.
When data comes at you fast, come up with answers even faster. SAS Via.
Against all odds, the driver makes a run for it and leaps straight over an 8-foot fence. The Broxton finest is determined to stop him. Keith hot-foots it to the front of the house, where he expects the runner to emerge.
We've got one runner in it. He's got a grey hoodie on, black trousers. He's jumped straight over a fence.
Take lane as well. Yeah, just hit off and we're also distance, but we're right that way. Oh, where's he gone?
Have you seen anyone run through here?
Where's he gone then?
He's come over this fence. Where's he gone then? He's not got out. He can't have got out. I still think he's in these gardens around here.
It was just silence. There was no hacking of fences, no bushes rustling. Where are you?
He can't have got out. We'd have seen him get out that way. He's not got through there quick enough.
There's cops on every street corner searching, but the trail's gone cold. In a last-ditch attempt to track him down, Keith's called in the cavalry. Dog handler Jim and police dog Quantum.
But it's this top corner fence is where he's gone, but I can't see any footprints or anything, so... At the moment, we've got everything contained that we need to contain it. So the dog's just going to go and search them gardens now, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that he'll be hiding somewhere, and we'll get hold of him.
All that's left for Keith to do is listen out and wait. When suddenly, Keith hears a commotion in gardens nearby.
The shouting from the garden, 129, I believe.
Where are you?
Keith can't get an answer from the dog handler.
Where are you? Are you alright?
You can run, but you can't hide from the bodycam squad.
Are you alright, mate?
Something.
You alright?
Oh, no.
With Quantum on the case, there's no solace for the runaway driver.
Oh, we've got all.
He'd been bit by the police dog. That's because he was sat down hiding. They found him, told him to stay where he was, and he didn't. He stood up again and come walking towards the dog officers, and unfortunately got a little nip to his arm for his troubles.
Alright, you're under arrest, alright, you know. For driving dangerously. Failing to stop. Yeah. You have to say anything? You know, it's not so something's like that, call it in the same minute, it's alright.
An update from control gives Keith a clue as to why the driver wanted to make a getaway.
He's got provisional licence and his last offence was February last year. Driving licence qualified.
See, but he's not disqual now. Just a provisional.
Negative, not yeah.
Right, mate. Also arrested for driving other than accordance with the licence, no insurance. Right, mate. So.
The driver is taken to custody with his tail between his legs.
I think that the male who was driving is lucky, driving at that speed, crashing and getting out without any injuries.
He was hitting speeds of like 90, 100 mile an hour on, luckily there weren't busy roads. And as you can see by the marks on the floor, it's got some air time because I see it. It's jumped like the car has literally flipped up the curb and come up and landed. we've, got him off the roads, and he has been a disqualified driver in the past. All in all, this is a bang-on result, really. Stay with him. Never was that way.
Very strong, I guess.
This reckless driver certainly had a lot to answer for at his day in court, where he pleaded guilty to dangerous driving and driving without a licence or insurance.